ready? Everyone have their cameras out, and family and friends, please feel free to make some noise. So, all your hard work culminates in this moment. To symbolize your achievement, please move the tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left to signify that you are now a graduate of the University of Delaware.
What you're seeing on screen right now is my college graduation from this past May. Now, this is something kind of personal because this is the first true graduation I ever had, as I graduated high school in 2020 and I didn't have a real graduation. So when I was sitting in that chair, a lot of things were entering my mind. But the biggest question was, what was my future now? What was next? And there's a million things that are next. With college, it was all about my career, which from an early age, I've always wanted to pursue engineering. And ask anyone from my childhood. The reason I even wanted to enter engineering in the first place was because of roller coasters and amusement parks. When I say I've been an enthusiast all my life, I really mean it, and it's led me to not only pursue mechanical engineering, but create a YouTube channel and Instagram profile that people seem to resonate with. And as long as I'm happy doing it, I am more than happy to continue it, and I plan to keep doing it because I really like it. As a Long Islander, there is that struggle of how to enter the industry. In 2019, I worked at Adventureland Long Island as a ride operator, and I had a great time working there. It was my first ever job, and even though I didn't work any of the roller coasters, I got the chance to work on spinning cars, which was my favorite ride there, may it rest in peace, Alfie Express, which is the mini train ride, and the bumper cars. I left that job to pursue more engineering-specific things, but I still loved Adventureland. I still love the amusement park industry. I still gotta make a video, by the way, about that. It's coming eventually. But entering the amusement park industry has been something that has always been on my mind. It's something I conflict with as I'm looking for jobs and things like that. But it's hard. It's hard to get, and there's a reason there's so many people, I think, that play like Planet Coaster and Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's people who are wanting to be a part of this industry, like myself. But there are two problems with that. One is that it is a very niche field of engineering, entertainment engineering. There's not a lot of companies that do it, and it's kind of hard to get into. And building off of that, it's not really local to where I am here. Here being Long Island. I'm here in Delaware right now. This is kind of like the new setup. Hope you like it. It's a little messy. But when I'm home on Long Island, I mean, there's stuff in New York City, but I don't want to do that. I mean, there's places all throughout, but a lot of them are centered around Orlando, Florida. So at this current stage, I am a grad student. This is my final year at college. I'm at the stage now, I gotta start looking at jobs and things of that nature. So there are obviously like industry things that are typical of a mechanical engineer, but I also want to try my best to, who knows, maybe potentially work in the amusement park industry. So for the past 2 years now, I've been looking at stuff, looking at different companies, trying to figure out, is there a company or even like some opportunity to learn how to be a part of this amazing amusement park industry. And I'm pleased to announce I found something. Now, before I shock anyone, it is not a job in the amusement park industry. It is something else really cool. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I got accepted into SkyNext. Here's the logo right there. So I already know that there's a lot of people watching this video that may be general public, a lot of people that may be roller coaster enthusiasts. But this event is kind of like a hidden gem, I think. And it's something I've been wanting to be a part of for the past 2 years. I applied last year, and I unfortunately didn't get in, but I tried it again this year, really trying, and I did it. It's like, honestly, going back to when I got into Delaware, which is where I go to school. There are so many applications, and I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be given this opportunity. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, honestly. Like, that's how I felt getting this. But going back to it, what is SkyNext? I'll leave the link in the description if anyone else wants to look into this and maybe even apply for it themselves. But SkyNext is a networking opportunity. It is hosted by Skyline Attractions, who is a manufacturer within the amusement park industry. Each year they offer something called SkyNext, where they allow college and young professionals to come to them, and they host a bunch of speakers from all areas of the industry. So like this year, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but they have like the lead person at Universal. I don't know what that was. They have like the lead person at Universal Creative, and they have the person in charge of setting up IAPA, and all sorts of cool things. And while it isn't necessarily engineering specific, it's a great way to get my foot in the door in the amusement park industry. I mean, you're talking to people who really know this stuff. But what's really cool about this networking opportunity as a roller coaster enthusiast and things like that is, one, this takes place at the IAPA World Headquarters in Orlando, Florida. So, I'm gonna be returning to Orlando. I'm really excited about that because ever since I did that trip in January of 2023, I've been like really wanting to go back to Orlando. Now the event itself is 2 days, so it's going to be Friday the 13th, so September 13th, and the Saturday, September 14th. So it's a 2-day event full of speakers, but then later at night there are other opportunities to hang and socialize with a bunch of people. I think I checked, there's like 50 to 60 people going, and I feel really happy to be amongst them and hope to make some really great connections at SkyNext. But at night on these days, at least from what I've seen from like prior events, it can range from like going to Dave & Buster's to literally spending the night at SeaWorld. And since it's September, this will be during Howl-O-Scream. And because I'm in Orlando around September, and I gotta, fly down the day before so I'm ready Friday morning, there's Thursday night, so maybe I could do, just throwing it out there, one of the best haunts in the country, Halloween Horror Nights. This is still something I'm debating as I'm scheduling the trip, but this is something I'm strongly considering doing, and I'll make an official announcement if I do decide to go through with Halloween Horror Nights. It is a little expensive, but listen, I'm in Florida in September. I don't know the next time I'm going to have this opportunity to do Halloween Horror Nights. And with me doing more and more Halloween-focused stuff on the channel, this seems like such a great time to do it. Speaking of the channel, because it is a networking event, I'm not prioritizing, filming, especially during, the event itself. This is going to be networking, talking to people. The reason I'm telling you guys about this is in case you were ever interested in SkyNext or, trying to network and be a part of this amusement park industry. But there you go. That is the news that I've been kind of keeping secret from you all for about a month now. But while I got you here, I also want to talk about the channel itself and do a quick thing because this is sort of an update video. Content is rolling out. August was a very slow month for the channel, and even though I went on a family trip to Atlantis, I unfortunately didn't film anything there just because we lost a day at Atlantis due to rain and stuff. If we had all 3 days there, nice sunny and stuff, I had my GoPro there, I would have filmed down the water slides, but that's just gonna stay in my memory with my family. So gotta prioritize family over content, But vlogs and analysis videos, rip videos for Scorpion coming up soon, and of course Thanksgiving, all going to be coming down the pipeline this year. So don't worry, nothing's changing with the channel. In fact, going to be ramping up again the videos. So thumbs up. So with that being said, the next step for me is SkyNext, and hopefully it all works out.